Instant breaking news from Chevrolet. From Chevrolet, their new 2020 Silverado Heavy Duty. And hopefully this is the first time you're seeing this because it was been under wraps for a while. We actually got to see one about a month ago. Maybe in February we'll get a touch one, and then you folks will get to see them at dealers sometime in the middle of next summer. But this bold-looking truck, the big news on it is it's going to have an Allison 10-speed automatic. So jump from a 6-speed to a 10-speed. We don't know the numbers of exactly of the new engine, but the torque is reported at 910 pound-feet of torque. For the Duramax diesel, there's going to be a new gas engine. We don't know the size or any details of that, but it's going to be made into a 6-speed automatic like the old 6-liter is right now. And there's many new things to talk about on this truck. It has that aggressive grille with the lower headlights, similar to what Ford did back a few years ago. Because these taller trucks, you know, you don't need the headlights way up in the air. You need them kind of down where they do some good. And they've done that. And, you know, this is an all-new truck. The only thing that's similar to what the new Silverado half-ton 1500 is the roof panels. The rest of it's all unique. I mean, the fenders are different. The sides are different. Now, this also is the bigger cab. So you got 3 inches more in the back, 4 inches overall, which means you got a 4-inch longer wheelbase. This happens to be a picture of a Z71, the off-road package. We don't know exactly what's going to have for options. I'm sure it'll be skid lights, shocks, the normal stuff. It has these pretty aggressive tires on the ones we got near, you know, almost touched. So I'm sure they're doing a little more in the off-road side of things. That side step you saw there is right behind the cab, so you can actually jump up and get into your toolboxes now without having to use a running board, which I appreciate that. They've always had such a good step in the back bumper they've had for years now, and this is a bigger one, a bigger hole for your foot like they did with a 1500, and I'm sure a bigger stake pocket on top to grab, hold, and jump in there. But this rascal is made a little more for trailers, you know, and when Dodge came out with their tall truck, or Ram now, they were pretty tall for trailers, kind of tough, and then Ford decided they should go too tall too, so in 17 they made theirs taller, a little harder to hook up trailers. And now, for 2020, the Silverado is a taller truck, but they've lowered the bed rail. So that should give you a little better clearance on a tall truck for your goosenecks and your fifth wheels. So we'll see how that works out. Also, the mirrors. I mean, it's an all-new mirror on there. My sources say that we're going to have a power telescoping mirror, so we've never actually seen that mirror. But this one is, I'm sure, similar to it. It looks like a single post, you know, with good visibility. So there's a lot to learn about this truck. We're not going to actually get to drive until sometime next summer. That's when they're going to be released to the public. So hopefully right before that, we'll be out playing with them, and we'll know a lot then. But yeah, also we know that the differential tank has been moved from under the hood somewhere under the frame, because I've seen the filler doors that you open up the fuel door where the fuel goes in, gas or diesel. Now there's also an extra hole there for the depth tank. So they've gotten smart on that. That was a big irritation having that depth tank under the hood. So it just keeps getting better, keeps getting better. You know, we're going to have more information as it comes out. We'll get a look at it a few more times. They've got a whole different set of clearance lights for it, especially on the 1-ton. And then the windshield is a little different rake. I'm sure that's for improved fuel mileage. That seemed a little bit different. But yeah, this rascal's still got the hood scoop in it. So that's the one that goes with that Duramax, with that better cooling they came out with a couple of years ago. But yes, stay tuned for all the new news that is coming out. On this new heavy-duty Silverado, we don't know a lot of the numbers that we're going to be looking for on this. We don't know how much is aluminum, if they've done like they did in the 1500, where it has an aluminum hood, doors, and tailgate. We don't know if that's what's going to happen to the heavy-duty. It sure could be. This also has I've noticed in the front bumper there on the driver's side, right on the corner, a little door that is supposedly the block heater plug-in, which is kind of cool. But Yeah, the half ton that came out last year, the 1500, has a lot of trailering gadgets in the dash, which are really useful. They also, have a sticker in the door that tells you all that information of that exact truck, what the towing capacity, the payload, the weight distributing, all those different numbers, the axle weight ratings that we really appreciate Chevy doing that to the 1500. I hope they do that to the heavy duty because it's really important to know those kind of numbers. And it's exciting to see how this all comes around. It's nice to see an all new truck come out, and Chevy is back in the game. We'll see if they've raised their towing numbers. All that is news to come. It looks like it has a lot of the same packages, the off-road package and some of that. But stay tuned for further developments. The thing to look forward to, Chevy says increased towing and payload numbers.